Hi there, it's Mike Sales and Ed Stagg here again, and we're here for the second part of the Midlands Movies Awards nominations announcement. In the first half we went through the first 8 categories, and in this half we're going to do the second 8. So for those 16 categories we have at our Midlands Movies Awards, we're going to go through a lot more categories, and hopefully your name will come up on the nominations list as well. So the first half seemed to go okay, Ed.
Well, I mean, I don't know why you're asking me. I was involved. I'm not sure I'm best placed to critique our own work. One thing I was going to say though, I don't know if you were here for the first half, you'll know that one of the judges that we've got judging Best Short is Richard Armitage. Really exciting, obviously. Mike, you were saying before that you interviewed recently Richard Armitage.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, so sometimes, you know, I've done a couple of interviews before, and sometimes they can be really quite awkward because, you know, a lot of the time you're not in the same room. Sometimes you choose the wrong thing to talk about. Sometimes it's like they just got out of bed and they really don't want to be talking to you at all. What was it like?
Richard was an absolute gent and couldn't be more generous and kind with his time and with his answers. I didn't have to do much at all, which was absolutely brilliant, because he gave information about his career, his beginnings in this area, all the different stages, and like I said, how he came from his Midlands beginnings to the start he is now. And yeah, it was I think it was a great, you know, who wants to judge my own work, but he was an absolute superstar, and yeah, real big believer in supporting young up and coming filmmakers and people who, you know, do it at the level that kind of local filmmakers do, when we were all limited with resources and time and money and things like that. That's how he started. That's how a lot of people start. And yeah, he's an absolute gentleman and supportive of everything we're doing, and couldn't wait to see the films.
You say about, because, you know, essentially he's a star now, isn't he? Was he like one?
Pardon? Absolutely not. And I mean that in a kind of, if you have an idea of what someone who is at that level could be, no, it's like I said, very gentlemanly conversation about all the work that he does, and he's, yeah, like I said, super keen and getting involved at the ground roots level and the grassroots stuff that we do here at Midlands Movies.
Let you into a secret, actually. So when they had their meeting on, was it Zoom, Skype, something?
Yeah,
something
it
like
was.
that. They had the meeting, and actually Richard joined the call first, and then Mike's PA sat there and handed over to Mike. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, I was ready, but then I wasn't ready, and then I got very ready very quickly.
I guess the point is we need to see this. So
yeah,
can we see the interview?
Yeah, we have a Midlands Movies YouTube channel. Go out and check that. We've got videos from previous years, so if you don't know too much about the Midlands Movies as well, we can see a lot of stuff on there about previous filmmakers, our highlights reel, our interviews, our red carpet stuff as well. But we've interviewed Richard, and that will go alongside the other videos that are there about the Midlands Movies Awards 2025. And it's about 20 minutes long, and it will be going out later this week.
Excellent. One thing I should point out, by the way, if you've not been nominated tonight, if you were expecting maybe to hear your name out, if you put something in, look, you've done the hard work, first of all. There is information to come a little bit later on, well, there's a reason why you need to basically stay tuned, because we're going to talk about you a little bit later on, and I think it's a really nice thing to do. And it, you know, this is the creative arts, isn't it? You know, some you win, some you don't, some you're nominated for, some you don't, but it doesn't stop there. So you need to listen. I only say that actually because in the break, you went away, I nipped outside for a second, and someone that wasn't nominated was there, and we got into a little bit of a scuffle, which is why you'll see that.
That's the reason.
Yeah, there was a bit of a scuffle that went on. They won. We'll talk about the live show a little bit later on as well. So if you have a date free a little bit later on this year, it'd be fabulous to see you at the live show, and we'll give you all the details a little bit later.
Yeah, so it's the 8 nominees, the 8 categories for the nominations for this year's awards. The second half, category number 9, straight over to you, Ed.
So this one's for best costume and makeup and hairstyling. So nominees are Carolina Rodriguez and Aspasia Bruva for Living Dolls. Sarah Wynne Cordis for Run for Your Life. Abby Mae Wilson Jacob, Thomas McLean and Amelia Helen McLean for Whistling Dixie. Miriam Beebe for Last December, and Luke Worrell and his team for Distill Bill. Congratulations.
Nice one. The next category is Best Actor in a Leading Role. We had Adam Hovarth for The Other, Michael Coombs for Derelict, Andrew Simpson for Operation War Thunder, Connor Rembrandt Pollitt for No Longer Human, and Gary Beadle for A Glass House. Congrats.
Yeah, well done. The next category is Best Editing. And the nominees are Christina Hill for You're Right Mate, Luke Worrell for Distill Bill, Charles Leggett, Jack Davies, Kit Oren and Lisa Bastilles-Kovac for Meta Mum, Elodie Bonnick for No Worries If Not, and Liam Banks for Run for Your Life.
Nice one, congratulations to those. Next up is Best Music, Score or Song. We've got Tony J. Brown and Roger David Francis for Advent, Sade Nicole Davis and the team for Love Is, Tammy King for her song Secret from Remote Witness, Thomas Pierce for Suspect, and Ben Casey for Living Dolls.
You almost didn't have any nominations for the last four because I was about to throw away that page of script. So for the next one, it's Best Actress in a Supporting Role. And the nominees are Isabel Darby for At What Cost, Karen Holness for Love Is, Charlotte Claypole for Teddy and the Mountain, Danny Tonks for The Other, and Della Tilame for Couple Dolls. Hopefully I got that right.
Yeah, we'll put the nominees full on the list if we've missed anyone out. Obviously crucial that we don't miss anyone out and get people's names right. We want to acknowledge all the team members that were part of your project. Give us a shout afterwards. But just 3 more categories left. And for Best Feature is coming up. And for those nominees, we have Teddy and the Mountain by Stanley Roubaix, Operation War Thunder by James Peakman, Derelict by Jonathan Zaurin, and Love Is by Sade Nicole Davis. Congrats.
So, for Best Writing, Original or Adapted Screenplay, your nominees are Samantha Grierson for The Programme, George S. Evans for Meeting Point, Charles Strider for A Glass House, William Karanech for War Paint, and Kitty Harper for Non-Fiction. Congratulations to you.
Well done, well done. And the final category is for Best Short Film, and as we've said a number of times in these 2 halves, that it is chosen by our VIP jury panel member Richard Armitage. So good luck everyone. The nominees are The Other by Christopher Bevan, Everything by Dave Alexander Smith, Laura Living Backwards by Kate Holdall, Fortune Tell Her by Robert George Lane, No Worries If Not by Emma Hodgkinson, A Glass House by Charles Strider, and Talking Rubbish by Ian Donnelly. Massive congratulations, not just to those, but to everyone on the list.
Congratulations. Congratulations also to Mike's Shoes, which I wanted to point out a little bit earlier on. They are fabulous. So this is it Sunflowers Rembrandt?
No, from Van Gogh,
Van
my
Gogh.
friend. Yes, they are by the skate company Vans. So they're my Vincent Vans Gogh. Yeah, anyway. No, really, yeah. Go check out the film Loving Vincent. There's a recommendation there as well.
I was going to say
fantastic film.
Your black jeans are fabulous as well.
Clean.
There is a trend that I feel that you've missed, actually, which is scuffed jeans. The scuffed jeans look is brand new this year. You nip outside, you'll see a lot of people
Where you
rocking this.
scuffed
Actually, you won't see
jeans.
them because I am at the forefront of that trend.
I can't wait to see it on the red carpet.
Stuffed jeans.
In a few
I'm also
months'
looking forward to seeing them at the Brit Awards next year. Stuffed jeans, ladies and gentlemen, their new single.
It's a great band, and if you're thinking of making a film, Scuff Jeans, you've got to have a bit of
I want
a bit of
10%.
royalties.
10% of all your future earnings for that one.
Ed Stagg. We'll put him in the film. Bring his own wardrobe.
So,
So, to finish off, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on everyone who's been nominated. As I've said, and I'll reiterate, we've done our best to say the names, get the names right, but do get in touch with me at midlandsmovies@yahoo.com, because we want to make sure everything's correct and we don't want to miss anyone who deservedly should be on the list for their hard work for your project, especially around those crew and technical categories. We do our best to try and find your names from your credits. And the full list, all of those 16 categories, will be live online just after this as well. So I'm going to update and publish the full list on our website, midlandsmovies.com.
Now, the interesting thing is, I was extremely excited to have been nominated for something this evening.
News to me.
Yeah, I wanted to take that nomination and tell lots of people about it, so I was going to put it on social media, but the thing is, there was something that stopped me. Something that stopped me. I couldn't remember the hashtag.
Oh, okay. You sure?
No, it's hashtag Midlands Movies, so please make sure you pop something on social media about your nomination as well. We'd love to see pictures. Perhaps you'd like to take a picture of where you were or what you were doing whilst you learned that you were nominated.
That's a new one.
There are rules to what you can put on social media, though. That's
we are, again, a family website. So.
And also, any comments that you'd like to make, don't forget we do read them. It's absolutely lovely to read. Perhaps you were just elated to have been involved and be nominated. That's fabulous. I mentioned before, if you've not been nominated, all is not lost, though.
No, as we were saying, all joking aside, it's very difficult to choose just those nominations. But we don't want to think that's the end of your journey at any point. We're a grassroots, very supportive of filmmakers who are often struggling for, as I said, money, time, resources. And if you haven't been nominated this year, get involved in another year. I highly recommend, submitting films to us. But also we do other things as well. We do reviews, we do features, we do interviews, we host your films, we host your trailers. We can put you in touch with different people as well. There's lots and lots of resources. We know all the festivals in the region. We know lots of different networking events, colleagues, independent cinemas to do your premieres and stuff. We can promote your work, whether you were nominated or not. So do get in touch. The journey doesn't stop here. Really want to hear from you. So give us a shout, and we'll get your films out there to our audience and across our socials.
Another networking event that you might like to get involved is the live show, which we do a little bit later on this year. In fact, this year it's at the Wide Theatre again, and it's on the 14th of June.
Yep, that's a Saturday night, so you can stay out late and recover on Sunday. But it is, as Ed said, a networking event as well as the awards show. One of the things there, we see some people meet filmmakers they've always wanted to meet and set up their new projects on the night, actually. Not literally storyboarded them, but got in touch with people. And so whether you've been nominated or an eventual winner, didn't get nominated, or just want to come down and have a good fun night, I would like to say, but that's us trying to sell it as well. Come on down, because you can meet other filmmakers and just come and support what we're all trying to achieve in this area, which is promote the Midlands, the filmmaking community, and all the talent we have, because there's just an amazing amount of it here.
Where would I get my ticket from?
You'll go to midlandsmovies.com again. The tickets will go live later this evening, and you can buy individual tickets, group tickets, buy a whole table, or up in the balcony as well. You get a really good view of everyone down, or view of us and the winners and everything. So get on to midlandsmovies.com. We'll have the tickets page up later this evening. So if you want to join us, and we hope you do, get on there, grab a ticket, and we'll see you there.
Can you reserve me one?
It's a bit busy this year, so
right.
Yeah, we'll can put you in the
put
you in the nosebleeds.
Got it. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for joining us. Really congrats to people that have been nominated. If not, like as Mike said, there's plenty of leverage that you can get from being involved with Midlands Movies and all the other film societies, etc. It's all about celebrating local talent, so keep that going.
Absolutely. And again, just echoing that, thank you so much for listening to us today. Congratulations to all the nominees. And check out Midlands Movies for tickets to the events, to see the full list of nominees, and get in touch whether you were nominated or not, because we really want to support the Midlands film scene. So go to midlandsmovies.com, check it out. Thanks for joining us. I've been Mike Sales.
Well, I have been Ed Stagg.
Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.